Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Someday you may wake up and feel like a sack of potatoes, which can be very challenging. Luckily, we have a lazy day yoga with these simple stretchy exercises. We'll start from lying down on our back. Have the feet on the floor, hips distance apart, knee to chest. Draw your right knee into the chest. And you can stay here or start to slide your left heel forward. So press the left heel down. And if you can, squeeze that right knee into the chest even deeper. And switch the side. Left leg in and slide the right heel forward. And notice if one side of the waist is shorter than the other side, try to lengthen both sides equally. And then bring both knees into your chest. Squeeze it in and lengthen their tailbone forward and down. Allow your pelvis to rest on the floor. Grab your knees with the hands and circle the knees. And rotate. Okay, we'll release the legs, roll to one side and come up to a seated position. Let's cross your legs here. So cross the center of your shins. You may flex the feet if that bothers your knees. Hands behind you, stay there. Or you may walk the fingertips forward, fold from the hip crease. You can be on your hands, on the elbows. Anchor your sitting bones down. And breathe through your back body. And come up, we're gonna do the side bend. One hand on the side, the other arm up. So keep the hands and shoulders in line with the hips. I have my right hand down, so I anchor the left sitting bone down. You may drop the head, stretch the neck. Come back to center. I'm gonna switch the crossed legs, the other shin in the front. Stay up here or forward fold. Nice and long breath. Back up and switch the side bend. Relax the bottom shoulder and stretch your top arm. Then you can let the head hang, but keep your ears in line with the shoulder. Come back to center. And so we'll come onto the hands and knees. Hands shoulder distance, feet hips distance apart, and then lift your hips up. Come into a downward facing dog. And move freely here on your first down dog. You can battling your feet. Stretch your hamstrings. Look to the right shoulder, to the left shoulder. Bend both knees. And from here, we'll walk the feet to the hands, hands to the feet. Keep your feet hips distance apart and grab the opposite elbows, ragdoll. Heavy head and shoulders, relax the arms and feel the weight on all four corners of your feet. You may keep the knees bent or start straighten your legs. We'll release the hands. Let's twist here. Right hand under your face, bend the right knee. Lift the left hip high as you lift the left arm up. One long line from fingers to fingers. And switch the side. And release. Both hands on the floor and heel toes your feet about a mat apart and sit between your legs into a squat. And inline the knees with the toes. You can press the thumbs to the sternum and lift it up. Squeeze your legs to the arm and press the arms to the legs. Hips heavy, heart light. From here, bring the hands on the floor, straighten your legs again. You're going to walk your legs back into a downward facing dog. We'll step the right leg forward. Left knee down, come into a lunge. Your lunge can be bring the hands on the floor and you can rest your ribs on your thigh. Or you can bring the hands on the thighs and come up, shoulders above the hips. From lunge, we move to a lizard pose. Move the right foot outside of the hand. You can stay on your hands or come down on the elbows. Slightly send the heart forward and draw your shoulder blades towards the hips. We'll twist here, come up on your hands, turn the right toes and knee out 45 degrees. Press the hand to the thigh and lean the torso away from that front leg. We're going to switch the side. Just step the right leg back, downward facing dog. And then bring the left leg forward. Start with the low lunge. Try to keep your hips square here. Great to opening the quads, the hip flexor, and the psoas muscles. Moving to a lizard pose, left foot outside of the hand. And press the left inner foot down, squeeze the left knee into the shoulder. Opening your inner left hip. Come up on the hands and let's twist. Press your left hand to the thigh, opening that outer hip. Release, bring the hand down and we'll step back into a downward facing dog. The next one we'll do a frog or a child's pose. There's similarity. So wider legs from child's pose is considered a frog. You can have the big toes together or you can have the feet apart as wide as the knees. We'll scoop the lower belly in slightly to protect the lower back, not to arch the back here. And let's come up, come into a wider leg forward fold. Widen your legs at least 90 degrees. Hands behind to start with. Flex the feet, toes and knees are pointing up to the ceiling. You can also bend the legs if you feel like sitting and rounding the spine. Stay there or lean forward, bend from the hip crease. Stay on the fingertips, the hands or the elbows. And if your elbows are on the floor, you may grab the opposite one and walk your elbows forward. Keep rolling the outer thighs down and anchor the sitting bones. Inhale, come up, walk your hands back, bend the knees, grab under your thighs and draw your legs together, use your hands. Straighten your left leg forward, cross the right foot and we'll do a cow face pose. Knee, chest in one line, point your right foot. If you can do a double legs, go ahead, bend the left leg. Try to sit equally on both sitting bones. We're gonna open the shoulder, left elbow up. You can hold it there. If you can do the full bind, go ahead, right arm reaching out and back. Pull my lower belly in and up and draw the ribs in. Lift the heart. Try to stack the shoulders above your sitting bones. If you cannot sit tall, maybe sit on a blanket. Now we'll twist here. Right hand behind you. We'll twist to the right. Back to center. Let's switch the side, lean back. Can you do it without using your hands? Left knee on top this time. Sitting nice and tall on both sitting bones. Right elbow up, bottom ribs in. Keep the ears in line with the shoulders, side ribs and the hips. Release the hands and let's twist to the left. And come back to center. Now come out of the pose and let's lie down on your back. Have the feet on the floor. So I have a few choices here. Either draw your knees into your chest. Stay there. You can grab under your thighs or wrap your arms around your chins. Second choice would be an L-shaped legs. Stack the heel above the hips. You can work more on squeezing your legs together. Press the back ribs down. And if you like to go into a plow pose, go ahead, swing your hips up. Legs can be straight, tuck the toes under or untucked. You have a good balance. Interlace your fingers and press the arms down. Otherwise, have the hands on the back. Press the shoulders down to take away the weight on your neck. Come out of the pose, press the palms down, and everyone roll down on the floor. We'll have the sole of the feet together, knees out to the side, a butterfly leg. You can rest your hands on the inner thighs or reach your arms up above the head to stretch your shoulders. Now draw your knees together, use your hands. Last but not least, we're going to bring the legs as wide as the mat. Reach your arms out in a T, palms up. Windshield your knees from left to right. They don't have to be on the floor. Just lastly, stretch the hips, lower back. And once the knees on the right, stay there. And moving to the other side, knees to the left. And come out of the pose. Straighten your legs forward. Come into a savasana for a couple of breaths here or as long as you feel like it. There you have it, guys. Hope the laziest day to do yoga can turn into an easy, flowy day after this practice, more or less. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Bye.